The tired mercenary just wants to farm in peace opens the Seneca Farm series with a refreshing slice of life adventure that blends cozy rural storytelling with the echoes of a warrior's past. The story follows Kael Seneca, a battle-weary mercenary who longs to leave behind bloodshed and chaos to cultivate a quiet life on his inherited farm. The story begins with Kael's return to the countryside after years of brutal campaigns. Scarred by conflict, he dreams of peace, soil under his hands, and a life defined by growth rather than destruction. His farm, nestled in a valley surrounded by forests and rivers, becomes both sanctuary and challenge. Farming is no easy task, and Kael quickly learns that tending crops requires patience, resilience, and a different kind of strength. Kael's journey introduces him to a cast of warm, quirky villagers. Mira, the herbalist who teaches Kael the healing power of plants and becomes a close confidant. Joran, the blacksmith who admires Kael's past but encourages him to embrace his new life. Lysa, a spirited neighbor whose friendship blossoms into gentle romance. The village elders, who remain wary of Kael's violent history but gradually accept his place in the community. The narrative thrives on slice-of-life tropes. Healing through simplicity, Kael's farm work becomes a metaphor for recovery and renewal. Found family, the villagers provide companionship and belonging. Gentle romance, Lysa's bond with Kael grows naturally, rooted in trust and shared moments. Everyday adventure, challenges like floods, pests, and harvest festivals create drama without grand battles. Yet Kael's past is never far behind. Former comrades and enemies occasionally appear, testing his resolve to remain peaceful. These encounters highlight the tension between his old life and his new one. Kael must prove, to himself and others, that he can resist the lure of violence and embrace the quiet strength of farming. The climax arrives when raiders threaten the valley. Kael is forced to defend his farm and community, but he does so with restraint, using strategy rather than brute force. His actions demonstrate that peace does not mean weakness, and that protecting what one loves can be as noble as any battlefield victory. The resolution is heartwarming. Kael secures his farm, deepens his bond with Lysa, and earns the trust of the villagers. The novel closes with Kael planting new seeds, symbolizing both literal crops and the hope of a future defined by peace. The prose is gentle, immersive, and character-driven, balancing humor, warmth, and introspection. The tone appeals to fans of cozy fantasy and slice-of-life adventures, offering a story that is both comforting and inspiring. Ultimately, The Tired Mercenary Just Wants to Farm in Peace is a tale of transformation. It begins with exhaustion and regret, but ends with renewal and belonging, affirming the healing power of community, love, and the land itself.